is just like me, my body telling me to kind of take it easy. Okay, so we might need to pop it with something. Zahara, can you find me some? Hello everyone, we're still here. Just trying to sort Farah out.
Standard. This is my phone. It's never charged. I have to have an extension cable.
Okay, I think you should leave the extension cable on the chair. And then we're still trying to sort out Farah. Farah is not into modern day technology. But that looks good. Yeah.
I got it. And we are today
we are having
cider.
It hasn't been sponsored by anybody, but we're having cider today. I really shouldn't be drinking that much because I've been having like really
bad
tummy lately. Yeah. So I feel like alcohol. I'm allergic to alcohol.
Clearly not.
Clearly not. I'm drinking it now. So how you all doing? I hope you all had a wonderful week. It's been a blessed week for me. Has it been a blessed week for you?
Always. Really, really.
Every week is like Christmas
for us. Boys came back from holiday.
Yay.
So I had the hot boys a whole week, Monday to Friday. They've gone today.
Nice.
It was obviously, I really missed them. So it was really good to like be doing stuff for them.
Yeah, it's nice.
You know, it's nice.
Yeah,
it's like, I almost felt like I don't know what to do
with
if I
yourself.
haven't got them.
I know.
Which is like really sad because I should be like, I could do this, this and this, but quite frankly, I love doing stuff for them, making sure one's having that for dinner, one's playing football, one's
good. Even if they're in the house, just having them at home.
Yeah, just it.
But I know when Zahara goes to her dad's most weekends, she's going tomorrow. I feel like I normally go to her room and I go into her bed and I go under her duvet and I sleep there.
Oh.
I know. It's nice having them, even though sometimes we argue all the time. Like this week, we kind of like pulling each other's hair.
The first week of school as well, I've noticed that the boys have been, well actually Zane's been fine, but Rayhan's been he's found it hard.
Yeah.
Because from having his weeks away in Spain to waking up late nights to having chilled out, to now structure in school, structure at mum's, he's really found it quite hard, I think.
It is. Oh, it says, you should have come and looked after me Farah. Oh, sorry. I know Farah is like everyone's mommy. Farah is amazing. Hello, Carol. Hello, hi. So we're gonna go straight into the topic because we have this thing whereby when we get so engrossed in the topic, then it's countdown from Instagram.
Yeah,
so I think
it happens that quick. So we need to do.
Yeah, we're just gonna dive right in. So
because we have too much to say always, don't we?
We always have so much to say. I just wish the Insta Live was more than 1 hour. But then again, we can put it on the other one.
But then if we did have it more than 1 hour, we would be here for 2 hours.
Oh well, yeah, true. But it's a 1 hour that we enjoy every Friday. We look forward to this. We look forward to this every Friday. So today we're talking about thinking outside the box. So I posted something this morning on my Instagram. Basically what happened was I was sleeping. Well, I went to bed 1:30
this morning.
And at 3 o'clock is normally when my body wakes up anyway. And this is when I do my thinking. And this is when I write a lot. So as I was sleeping, something like said, okay, thinking outside the box. So I quickly grabbed hold of my journal. Like I have like a journal next to my bedside table. And I started writing non-stop. So I said to Farah, I said, oh, what are we going to talk about today? I told him, why not? Let's talk about thinking outside the box. Because it's something everybody can relate to. We can relate to it in terms of our personal lives. We can relate to it in terms of business, depending on what kind of job we have. Yeah. It's something that a lot of people feel pressured.
Because we are used to doing things like our parents do.
Yeah.
And it's very strange and scary to think outside the box.
Yeah.
Because a box is the safety.
Yeah.
You associate a box with being safe, don't you? You have 4 walls of a box, a roof. I want to stay in here. I don't want to step outside.
Is that comfort?
Step outside. I don't know what's out there.
Yeah.
However, there's some great things stepping outside the box, isn't there?
Yes.
Thinking outside the box can absolutely create adventure. Like if something happens in your life and you are used to dealing with it in one way, what example could we give? Could be something to do with your child, for example.
Bringing on the kids,
Yeah. And you're like, my mum used to do that, so I'm going to do the same. However, if you thought outside the box and outside what you usually think of, you may come up with solutions that you might surprise yourself. You might think, wow, I could have just, say if you were angry and you smacked your child and you decided, no, that's not right, I want to do something different.
Yeah.
You think about, well, what can I do that I get a
Satisfaction that,
but
yeah.
you also can get the child to understand what you wanted them to understand.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe you've sat down with them and you've asked them, actually, why did you do that?
Yeah.
And you suddenly got shocked because your child told you why.
Mm.
But if you'd hit them, the opportunity's gone.
Yeah, that's it. They won't be able to feel comfortable to explain themselves to you. So you've actually denied yourself from now finding out why.
And they haven't given an answer, and you don't know why. So you've not actually moved forward. Isn't every incident that happens in your life a lesson? Isn't it? So you can learn from it.
Yeah.
But how can you learn from it if you're going to be stuck in the rut in terms of listening to or just thinking about how your parents did things or how you do things, and it's like, why do I do this every day?
Yeah.
It's
like when you're used to a certain routine, or you're used to a certain way of doing things. Let's say your parents have brought you in a certain way, and for the duration of your life you've been thought this is the way you should go. So it's kind of been it's not, I won't say brainwash, but it's kind of been embedded into your mindset. So when you grow up, you have that same mindset.
Yeah.
And when you have children, you still have that same mindset. Because that's the way you've always believed.
So you're staying in the box.
You're staying in the box. You're confined in the box.
But people who are creative, like you, you must think outside the box all the time.
But that's what I mean. That is what made me.
Or is that a box of its own? And can you think outside this box? Because sometimes I challenge you, don't I?
Yeah.
What have you thought about doing this? Or have you? And you're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I know this. I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
However, when you're creating, you're making that particular piece. You could go way out.
Being creative for me is like a spiritual feeling. It is very intense spiritual feeling.
And you are thinking outside the box a lot.
Oh my gosh, yeah. But then to now experience that, you have to now be within yourself. Because you cannot think creatively outside the box if you have a lot of things holding you back, or you're dealing with a lot of things inside. For me, I say to myself, I create pieces. I say I handmade things with love.
Yeah.
I cannot create things when I'm sad.
What do you think?
Because it's not going to flow. The energy is going to go into what I'm making, and I wouldn't create properly.
What do you think when you start? What do you think? What's the end result? When
I start my stuff, I don't draw any of my things.
Yeah, I know that.
I don't sketch. I call myself an intuitive designer. I don't sketch any of my drawings. So what I do is I wake up every morning, I come down, and I just say simple prayer. I say simple prayer. It's just like, Lord, guide my hands today. I don't know what I'm going to create today, but surprise me with the gift you've embedded in me. Simple. And I go to work.
And you start.
And I start.
Pick up the first beat.
And I pick up the first beat. I pick up the second beat. How I merge everything together, I don't know.
And it's always equal.
It's
like she's got 10 beads on this side. She's got. That's why I don't understand how she does that.
Hi Rosie from Miami. Hi. Yeah. So the way you're surprised with my end result is the way I'm surprised with my end result, because I feel like when I'm creating, it's like out of body experience. It's hard for me to explain to people because it's only me that understand, but I'll try and explain it as much as I can.
Yeah.
It's an out-of-body experience whereby I feel like Anita is put on the side. Yes, I'm a servant to my creativity. That's what I call myself. I'm the creator, but I'm a servant first. Mm-hmm. So I serve my creativity. I allow my creativity to consume me and use me. And the only way I can allow that to happen is if I'm free within. Because you cannot allow something to flow through you when you have a lot inside you.
Do you ever think, what if people know this is over the top, people might not like it? Do you ever doubt what you're doing?
No, because I know when to stop and I know when to. The thing is, it's interesting because when I'm creating something, my mom always sits down there. I remember when my mom came, she sat down there, she said to me, girl, you're obsessed. She sat there for 1 hour and she was just looking at me and I did not move. I was just in one position, mixing beads. And I wasn't planning the colors of beads I'm using. It was just like flowing. How I know what bead to pick up and how to put this with that, I will not tell you because it's something that happens at a time. That is why I create everything. That is why I create one-off pieces, because if you tell me to replicate that same thing, I cannot do it, because at that time it was the experience I was experiencing at that time. And if you tell me, okay, can you do something for me? Do something. I said to you, I'm sorry, I cannot do it.
But people say, can you make this rare?
I'll tell them I cannot do it, but trust me, I can make you something again. So
tell
which
me what
means,
you want,
yes, which means give me the permission to now go to work, to now allow my creativity to flow through me again, to now have that experience, out of body experience again.
So you are constantly thinking outside the box when it comes to your creativity anyway?
I have to. I mean, for me, I have to think outside. That's how my creativity uses me. I cannot confine myself to a certain box.
No.
I cannot. I have to
You
allow.
couldn't work for anyone, could you?
I can. That's why it's hard for me to work for anyone.
So recently you got this project to do, which I
Yeah.
know we're not allowed to talk about, but
Yeah.
it was for a renowned company.
Yeah.
Did they give you specific things that you needed to do, or did they allow you to?
So what happened was, initially they came in with their ideas. They said, okay, no, basically they got what I did before and said to me, okay, we like this style. We thought about when this brief came to us and wanted to launch this product, we thought of you. We know you're going to execute this very well. So they had these guidelines of things to do, how to do it, sketches, do this, and I don't sketch, and I found that incredibly hard.
Felt stressful.
I felt days they told me to sketch.
Yourself?
Yeah, because they wanted me to. They
do.
wanted me to submit drawings to them, and then I found it hard. I picked up my sketchbook. I tried to draw ideas, and I was even trying to now make something from the drawings that I made. For nights, my heart wasn't right, and my heart wasn't sitting right. I was not happy with that product. So what I did the first design. Woke up about 1:30 in the morning because my soul was heavy. I went straight down to my studio. I started afresh. I said, you know what? Scrap the sketchbook, scrap the drawings, let my creativity use me, and I allowed it to freely flow.
Yeah.
And believe you me, it flowed. And when it flowed, I was so happy. I wasn't confined to looking at the drawing, because when I did the first design, I was looking at each details in the drawing because I've already sent them this drawing. And they have already approved the drawing, so I felt like I needed to do exactly the same thing that I've already submitted to them in the drawing. So I was looking at each detail. My God, that did my head in. I hated it. And as a servant to my creativity, I found it so annoying.
Soul destroying.
It was so destroying. I was like, you're confining me. I want to fly.
Yeah.
Let me go. Let me fly. And I was like,
when you found your own passion, you cannot work for anyone.
oh my God.
And then I know this particular company chose you to do it, although it's a great honor.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's also a pain in the back.
Yeah.
Because you're like, don't tell me what to do. If you want me to do something, you have to trust me.
You know, in the end, that's what I did to them.
Yeah.
So in the end, it's not something I say, okay, it's unprofessional, but I wrote to them. I said, listen. I was honest with them. I said, I gave you some drawings which you requested for. And I'm finding it hard for my creativity to flow through me because I'm constantly confined to what you want me to do. I said to you, it will be an honor to my creativity and respectful to my creativity if you allow me, give me the permission to surprise you. Give me the permission to surprise you. I'm not going to work through pictures. I'm not going to walk through sketches. Give me the permission to surprise you, and I guarantee you will not regret the end result. So I sat down there. I was like, okay, are they going to email me back? Or are they going to say, screw you, we don't want to work with you, who are you to tell us what to do? I was like, you know what, if the universe wants this to work, if God wants this to work, let it happen.
And to be honest, they could have easily, because I'm sure they're not short of designers. These.
That's what I'm saying. They could have easily gone to anyone.
What did they do then?
So they replied me. They said, you know what? We trust your judgment.
Yay!
I was like, yay! I went to work. And believe you me, it flowed. And I didn't know what the end result.
I'm happy that you guys can't see this. Honestly,
you cannot see it.
It's gone.
It's
to
gone.
The company. But oh my God, I haven't seen anything like it in my life.
It was
stunning pair of shoes.
It was good. By the time I was done with it, because obviously, like I said, I didn't know how I put everything together. I didn't plan it. By the time I was done, I looked at the end result. I was like, whoa, did you make this?
You did.
I stepped back. I was like, did you make this? And then when I sent out the first stage, obviously, the shoes to them, and then my soul now tells me something, because I have to be honest with you, I have to be obedient to my creativity. When it says don't stop, continue, I keep going. Okay? So when it now said to me, okay, my soul said to me, add something little extra to go with it. And I wrote to them, I said, okay, I know I've sent you this stuff and you've already received it, but I feel like I need to add another extra stuff to this. Give me the permission to now surprise you again. They said, go ahead. And I made the stuff. Remember, and I said to you, and Farah goes to me,
why did you do that?
Why did you do that? I was like,
it's so hard.
I was like, I don't know, but somebody tells me to just make this extra stuff, and I've just made it. And today, when UPS guy picked it up, what I did was I closed my studio curtains. I took myself to bed.
I know, I called her in the afternoon, like, what are we talking about tonight? And she's like, oh, hi, I'm just woken up. I'm like,
I'm just woken up. And this was about what, 2 o'clock this afternoon?
After I had a podcast with Sue, yeah. 2 o'clock, yeah. 2:30.
I said to Hun, I'm creatively, mentally drained out. I cannot, I'm so tired. She goes, did I wake you up? I said, honey, no, I'm not a deep sleeper anyway. You didn't wake me up. But I had to now rest. Yeah. I had to rest. I was mentally exhausted. I had deadlines and stuff.
But you did it.
I did it.
And this is what we're celebrating.
That's what we're celebrating. So this is what happens. It's like, allow yourself, but to think outside the box, you have to. Yeah. Okay, so now break it down. For me to allow my creativity to work with me, I have to declutter a lot of stuff within me. Yeah. In terms of not have anything that's troubling my soul, not have anything that I'm worried about, not have anything that I'm... Gizmo, look what you're doing. You're going to drag Auntie Farah's phone down. Bye-bye. Hold on. Oh, God, he's dragged your phone down. Okay. Oh, Lord, sorry. Oh, Gizmo, you've got Auntie Farah. Gizzy. Okay, my dog wants to join in the
convoy.
In the oh my God! I'm so sorry. Okay, we're struggling here. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, so sorry. The dog came in and wanted his presence. Sorry. Back to it. Sorry. Yeah. So sorry. So for me to now think, going back to what we're talking about. Yeah. You have to now think outside the box. You have to declutter what's inside. So I use the analogy of the weeding. So to grow a plant. So if you're preparing a plant, to grow a plant, what happens? You cannot grow a plant where there's loads of weeds around there. What's going to happen is the power of the weed is going to now kill the roots of the plant. The weeds are strong, and when they're growing, the plant cannot grow in the midst of weeds. Come on, it's like bad energy fused with positive energy. You cannot allow the positive energy to now manifest when the negative energy is constantly disrupting the positive energy. Yeah. So you have to now declutter, you have to deweed, you have to take some things out, clear out again, using the analogy of the plant. You have to now clear out a lot of stuff to now make room for the plants to grow. Again, Definitely. This is what happens with our mindset. Exactly,
totally agree. And when I chat to my clients, when we're having our coffee and chat, and we're going through what can you have for breakfast and what can you have for lunch. Yeah. Because people are so used to having set breakfast. So for example, for breakfast, I always have cereal. My mum used to always have cereal. And when you say to them, well, how do you feel about having Greek yogurt with some berries and some nuts? And they're like, what? And then we say, how do you feel about having 2 eggs with some watercress and some broccoli?
And they're like, what?
Now that's thinking outside the box. And that's what I had to do. Now, I'm a Kellogg's K eater for the majority of my life. Yeah. Kellogg's K with a few extra berries. I'll pick them out. I'm sure people relate to that. But when I did my nutrition and my fitness course, I so realised that I need all of these nutrients. And I had to think outside the box. My brain wasn't accepting broccoli. It wasn't accepting eggs. It wasn't accepting Greek yogurt.
You have to reprogram your brain.
It's cold. But you know what? In fact, I really have now, I can sit here and say I really enjoyed the different types of breakfast. Yeah. And because I know what Kellogg's have compared to what eggs have.
You've retrained your brain.
I've retrained my brain because I had to think outside the box. And I'm constantly even now thinking, you know what people say, you have to have cereal for breakfast, but you have to have dinner at dinner time. Why?
Because that's what we've been told to do.
Exactly. But why can't you have steak for breakfast?
Yeah.
Because guess what? In some countries,
they do.
The biggest meal is first meal. Yeah. So in Brazil, where my mum comes from, they don't have anything in the morning apart from pure coffee that's made like straight,
natural coffee,
beans. Yeah. And then at 11, they have everything. If you look at the dining table, fried rice, fried beans, fish, you name it. Then pudding. Yeah. So they eat loads at 11 to 12. They eat for an hour. They sit down. They stop work. And then they have siesta. Yeah. And then in the evening, they have a small, like a little soup. Yeah. Because they believe their digestion system better if you eat that. And it makes sense. Yeah. When do you need the most calories? When you're up and about. Yeah. When do you need the least calories? When you're sedentary. Yeah. Yeah. But in the UK, the biggest meal is eaten in the evening. And then what we do is sit down after that, because that's how we all do it.
We sit down and we watch TV.
And this is where thinking outside the box, but what would happen if you were to have your bigger meal earlier, but your smaller meal later? Nothing will happen.
Yeah.
You'll feel better and you'll lose weight.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it requires thinking outside the box.
That's it. You know, it's like we go with other people's rule book. Everybody's different. Everyone's way of doing things is different. You know, it's like we wrote a book. Where is it in the rule book where it says we have to have cereal for breakfast?
Nothing.
Or have, you know, you can absolutely have anything.
The
for
marketing,
breakfast.
the word marketing is telling us that we should have the whole aisle of cereal that you go into the supermarket. We should have cereals for breakfast, because that commercials, the advertising is showing that. So we are now brainwashed to think that. And this is why it's so hard in this environment to actually think outside the box, because everywhere you look, you're surrounded by social media. You've been pushed to do things that people think we should do. Rather than actually, you could have falafel for breakfast. It doesn't matter. Actually.
I mean, at the end of the day, it boils down to your individual self. So you do something that you feel that is right within you.
And your goals.
So, obviously, going back to what we're talking about is, you have to, in order to think outside the box, you have to think within the box. You have to work within the box. You cannot do the work on the outside if you don't do the work on the inside. The inside controls what's going to happen on the outside.
And if something isn't working,
in terms of,
so it might have worked in one generation, but the second generation doesn't work. What do you do then? Are you just going to give up, or are you going to think?
No. You have to think. You have to think about. No, you have to think about things differently. That's why we all have brains. Why? That's why we're all created individually. Which is all about challenging ourselves. If you want to achieve certain goals, you have to challenge yourself. You cannot sit down there and not expect the universe to bless you when you are given certain work things, body parts that functions properly to now push yourself.
Totally. It's so liberating to actually not follow other people. Me and Afro are planning to get married next year. And in this planning event, people are using if I was to follow the totally British tradition to get married, name tags. This is where you need to sit. This is how you need to decorate. You need to do speeches. And I'm thinking, do you know what? This is not sitting right with me. I don't come from this country. I was born here, brought up here, majority of my life. However, it's fussy and it's expensive and it's not sitting right with me. So
it's
I'm not going to do it. I don't want people
doing.
To sit like robotically in places. I don't want to write name tags. Is this a wedding, not some kind of a boot camp? That you're going to be told what to eat. This is your menu beforehand. No, you just turn up, you wear what you want, you have a party, and you go home. It's simple as that. And that is thinking outside the box. And when I say those things, people say, "What? You're not going to have?"
Because when people are not used to it, see, again, it's like trying to challenge other people's mindset because people are structured in their ways. They've been programmed to think a certain way. So when they see someone that is approaching something different, for them it's like, oh my gosh, you're not supposed to do that. In a way, some people find it intimidating. And why they find it intimidating is because they themselves haven't got the determination or the willpower to now change their mindset to think in a different way. In a way, I feel like some people are scared to think differently.
I think if they do something different,
exactly. So for the mindset is, pardon my language, screw what people think. You are not living for people. You are living for yourself.
It's liberating to feel when you do what you want and you're not
it's
bothered
freeing.
About other people. It's such a great feeling, guys. Honestly, you really want to try it, because I'm thinking if nobody turns up to this wedding because it's not good enough, I don't care. I already know what my friends are. What they know how I am. So I'm so comfortable and confident at how I'm thinking, and what I'm thinking outside the box is not making me feel why I'm being weird. And I will not do anything just because society wants it. I will do it because I think that there's a benefit for my friends or for me in it.
It's like that saying, it's not competition is a stealer of joy, or when you're trying to emulate somebody is
keeping up with the Joneses.
Is a stealer of joy, because what happens is when you're trying to emulate other people's personality or lifestyle or the way, and that is at the end is not your way of doing things. what happens is you're acting your way throughout that whole thing. And how long are you going to continue to act your way throughout? Because after all, actors, after a while, they get tired. They become sick and tired of acting. You know what I'm saying?
You're going to be seeing that after you've put up what you call you've got this almost a fake personality in front of one people.
Yeah,
That will run out. You run out of there because you're going to get exhausted of doing that.
Yeah. It's like
keeping up appearances.
Yeah, or wearing too many hats.
Yeah.
It's wearing too many hats and trying to please too many people. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a people pleaser. And I had an incident this week.
What?
Remember the incident I told you about this week about like a visitor that I wanted to stay? That is like on a different level. I'm a people pleaser and it's hard for me to say no. It's hard for me to say no. And I need to really...
that topic.
We have a... No, we have a... It's hard to say no.
I did. Do you know
my God.
To say no to something. And then the next day I did my Monday mindset. And I said how it's so important to say no.
It's so important. Yeah, because I mean, I like to... Not like I expect people to do something for me. It's not like I expect people to be okay with me. It's just that generally I'm a people person. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why you get taken advantage of.
And that's why I get taken advantage of, and people like really tap into that, and then they try. But what I've done is over the years, experiences in life has wizened me. I'm still a learner. I'm still work in progress. I'm not perfect.
We all are.
I'm still like, I can sit here and tell you, okay, I'm not perfect, far from it.
Yeah.
I'm still fighting a lot of demons, and as I'm fighting them, more demons are still trying to chase me, and I'm there like doing my karate shoes like,
sounds like bacteria.
It's horrible. But the thing is, as much as I stand in front of the mirror and say, Anita, say no. Anita, say no. Anita, say... I do that in my mantra, but when it comes to me applying that into the real scenario, it's completely difficult. And I find it, not like I make excuses, I find I justify ways in my head of trying to say no, but I'm looking for a way that is nice in the ear. But then by me trying to going twisting turns and not going directly, the person I'm trying to relay the message to is not getting the message because I'm going I'm going round and round the circle when I should have just come out and say no. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking for ways to now say.
Totally relate to what you're saying.
So I'm trying to look around the way, and then in the midst of my excuses, thinking, okay, I've relayed the message across, then they come back to me with a totally different opposite thing to what I'm trying to say to them. And then what I now do is I now look for other reasons, other ways. So I'm constantly sitting down there looking for terminologies to use to put my... What all I could have just done was just say N to the O to the no. Why?
Why can't you then?
That's what I'm saying. I'm a work in progress. I'm a learner.
I feel like she's not going to like you if you said
no. I don't care whether people like me or not.
Why can't you?
I don't know.
You do know. Think.
No, I guess again is the way I've been brought up. Do you know what I'm saying? Not to let people that I feel like it's rude. For me, when it's like when somebody says no, for me it's like rude. I'm like,
you don't say it like that.
I know, but then it's easy. Like I know there's ways you can say it that sounds nice.
It's very hard.
It's hard.
Totally get it. Yeah.
It's so hard. But in the end, she got the message after a while. And she became a little bit defensive.
What did she?
A little bit defensive, but I think we kind of got the message across. I think so. But whether she's going to stay in contact with me, I don't know. I am not hopeful. So. I don't think so. But you know what? At the end of the day, I did what I had to do because... At the time, I felt it was necessary.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to deny my emotions because I produced effectively this week. My soul was happy this week. And I produce better when I'm happy.
Yeah, you were so uptight.
I was so, oh my God, my soul was like heavy. It was heavy. And I was kind of trying to justify the reason why my soul was heavy to someone who was making it heavy.
I know, and it's so...
It was crazy.
And the only way she could free herself was to actually tell them, no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you can't.
Yeah.
And it's one of those odd cases. You don't get people like that normally. that just put themselves on you.
Yeah.
And it's hard for you to then back off.
Yeah.
However, this particular person was so difficult to understand or take a hint.
It's like when people are set in their ways.
They're pushed and pushed, didn't they?
Yeah. And the thing is, I will never allow put myself in that position.
Yeah.
To now that's like I was saying to you, when I go somewhere, I don't rely on anybody. I've grown up not to rely on anybody, to expect anything from anybody, because for me, I don't want to feel frustrated by relying on someone, and if the person doesn't do the thing for me, then I get upset because I'm forcing my demands on them. So what I do is I don't rely on anybody to do anything for me. If I cannot do it, I can pay someone to do it, but I don't expect somebody to now do it for me if they don't want to.
Why do people sometimes think that it's okay to ask like that?
I don't know. Some people feel like they own you. Some people feel like they own you. Some people feel like you need to do this for me. How dare you turn me down? Kind of thing. And I'm like thinking, no, I don't really need to. I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe any. The only person I owe something to is to God, is to Farah. to Farah, to my daughter, to my creator, to the universe. You know what I'm saying? But I respect people. I celebrate people. But when people try to take my kindness and mistake that as fool, then we are crossing the line.
It's very frustrating.
It's frustrating.
And that's when it puts you in a position where you do have to, you don't want them because you don't like the way they are handling everything, yet you have got to say it really politely. Do you know, guys, what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Does it happen to anyone else, by the way? Because it would be great to hear someone else that actually have gone through this.
Yeah. I mean, again, this is all, I remember when I went for the bonfire night and we're kind of sitting down there thinking about, we're talking about it. The fireworks was going off. I feel like the fireworks was going off as we're discussing.
It almost felt like it was going off.
What's going on? And then we were like, she goes to me, why don't you just come out and just tell her, say to her, hon. And right there, I received a message, was like, we're like,
I'm on my way.
I'm like, what the freak?
So this person wanted to come and stay with Anita.
Yeah.
Just stay. And no definitive answer why, when. She doesn't even know Anita well. And then we said that, then Anita was like, well, I'm really busy. My house is upside down. I've just had decorators.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say no, really.
Yeah.
I said, you just need to say, I'm sorry, I'm not available. I've got plans with my daughter, which you have.
Yeah.
And Anita was like, I have said this, but she ignored that and she was on her way. So she sent a message.
She was adamant in her ways, yeah.
She said, I'm on my way. And then the next message was what shocked me the most. And this is what I thought this person isn't really genuine. It said, oh, that's a shame because I've got something for you. A present.
Yeah, I'm like...
As if the present is going to make a difference.
That woo me. I'll take a lot
Anita
to
would be like,
me.
oh my God, I should have let you... So for someone to say, oh, what a shame, I've got something for you. I don't know how... She
tried to
said,
buy
I don't know how I'm going to deliver that to you.
Yeah.
Are you serious? It's like, what are you talking about? That is just saying that you missed out on majorly a present.
For me, I've gone past the stage whereby people, I get surprised a lot. I don't expect things from people. If I want you to come into my comfort zone, you come into my comfort zone. If I want you to come into my space.
Was not having any of it. They pushed and pushed and pushed.
My soul wasn't right.
And Anita was all in a state, and she was like, what should I do? What should I say? Yeah. And she was, and then what happened at the end anyway?
Oh, in the end, like I said, things troubled me. So what I did was I came home right in the morning, 2:30 in the morning, as I'm having my spiritual moment. I picked up my phone and I wrote a rather lengthy way of saying no.
Did you really?
Yeah. And then she read it. She didn't reply, but again, I wasn't expecting any reply. I wasn't hoping she replies. I was like, My spirit was like, free. I was like,
What did you say? Can I ask?
I said, what did I say? Where's my phone? I put down
The good thing about Anita is she doesn't respond straight away.
I don't respond.
She thinks about it, which is really good.
I
probably would have said something straight away.
Yeah.
But Anita just sat on it.
Yeah.
And then as you see, 2:00 in the morning.
2:00 in the morning.
The help of universe. The help of God and everyone else.
Yes. And I mean, I went out and then, so I said to her, when she said about the gift, and I said, oh, bless you. Thank you so much. I wasn't really expecting the gift. Do you know what I'm saying? And I said, oh, the house is still all over the place. Which it is, because I just had my house decorated after 11 years. Do you know what I'm saying? Things was all over the place, still trying to figure out, put
And
things
you
around.
haven't worked.
And I haven't worked the whole week. They were here. So that's why finally I'm so excited to go into work. And then somebody wants to now come and now kind of like,
Wants your time.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, no, I want to be selfish here.
Yeah.
I want to be selfish. My creativity needs me.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
For this company.
And I had deadline. And the thing is, because what's going to happen is somebody's going to come in and take my energy away from me. That, not like I'm willing to give the energy. They're going to suck it away from me, whether I like it or not, because they're going to sit down there and drain me.
Does she complain a lot?
Not complain, but you have to entertain.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you have to talk. And for me, when I'm working, I don't talk. I just concentrate.
She listens.
And I listen, but I don't talk. Yeah. I listen to TED Talks, but I don't like to talk. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like if somebody comes and I'm in that creative mindset and I'm having to constantly talk to them to entertain them, then you see my creativity now has been breached. And my soul will not be at that level of clarity and peace, because I feel like it will be disrupted and my soul will...
And you do think about these things.
And I do think about these things a lot.
You could see you were troubled.
My soul was troubled. My soul was troubled. Until I let go was when I now decided I started creating. Like, I was like, oh Lord, thank God for that. And I prayed about it. I was like, Lord, God, this thing is consuming your girl. Like, free me. Like, this is not me. This is not me. I said, free me, Lord. This is too much. And this is just me trying to say no. Why can't I just say no?
That's all it was.
Yeah. So anyway, and I was like, okay. So and I said to her, okay, the house is all over the place. Coupled up with I'm traveling, because I'm traveling soon. I'm traveling soon for my exhibition. Oh my God, which I'm so excited about. Egypt, here I come. Hey, hey.
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 Is it December?
It's in December. So,
what did you say?
And I said, honestly, I thought the house would be conducive for all, but presently it's not looking like it is. I really want to make it visible for you to come and stay with us, but in reality, it's not quite so. A lot is happening in the house, and I wouldn't mind coming to meet up with you wherever you are, if you're available. So in a way, saying, I should have just said enter the no.
What did she get? Anything?
And then she read it, and then she didn't reply me. So what happened was yesterday, I was speaking to Jade, one of my friends. I was speaking to Jade, so I dropped the phone, and my hand accidentally called her number. On the call there. And I was just there trying to like press. I didn't mean to call her. No. The person I'm trying to avoid, I ended up calling.
The boy went away. Did she pick up?
No, she didn't pick up. So what happened was.
You deleted her number. Did you totally? You deleted your number as well.
So what happened? I was like, damn, I'm not supposed to be calling her. So what happened was, I quickly declined, and I deleted it off my call list. And then she messaged me back and said to me, I saw your missed call. Do you want anything?
Is that what you said? Do you want
do you want anything? And I was like, I saw it and I didn't reply. I just left it. I was like,
you know, say it's typo. No.
I didn't say typo, and I just left it.
Oopsie.
Sorry.
So nothing's happened. So it's kind of awkward finish.
It's awkward. The thing, my soul is free. Do you know what I'm saying? I got a lot done this week. I still got a lot to do, and to be honest with you, my feelings, my gut instincts, there's a reason why my soul was troubled. And the thing is, sometimes you don't know why till later on. Do you know what I'm saying? Your soul, that's why you have to always listen to your body and listen to your soul, listen to your instinct or whatever. If your instinct or your mind is troubled, it's a way of something trying to warn you of something. You might not see it then, it's trying to kind of prevent you from something happening that is beyond your control.
It's like a defense mechanism.
It's like a defense mechanism. Yeah.
It's almost like, don't like what's happening.
Let me tell you what happened. My creativity got jealous. I've got a very jealous creative spirit. It got jealous, like as if to say, girlfriend, you are not coming here to disrupt the plans I've made for this girl this week.
Yeah.
This girl is got to work.
She's got a knuckle down.
Yeah, my creative spirit was like, let's trouble her, let's make her heart heavy, let's put her in this state of confusion for her to now find a way of disrupting that other energy that was trying to come in. And in the end, my creative spirit won. And I'm happy.
Good job.
I'm happy.
Lesson learned?
Lesson learned.
What's the lesson?
I need to work on saying N to the O to the no.
Just straight away.
Straight away. Right. Rather than going through the dictionary to look for good ways, good words to use to say no. It's hard, guys. It's really hard.
Where conducive came from?
Huh? No, conducive. Conducive. I used the word conducive, and I had to go check on the dictionary to find out whether it's conducive. I used the word conducive. I had to go to the dictionary to say, conducive. Is this applicable to this message?
Does that fit in with the paragraph what I'm trying to say?
But you know what?
But you know what? Thank you for sharing that, because actually,
Yeah.
even sharing that
Yeah.
is quite liberating. It's quite like, well, I don't know if I want to tell everyone that, but you shared the whole thing.
Oh yeah, because the thing is like we all here to learn from each other. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm still work in progress. Whether I've got the wisdom, I'm learning. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm collecting different experiences and applying it to my life, and it's equipping me to be a better person.
Yeah.
To now know how to deal with certain situations that come into my life. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not a person to lie straight away. You know, there's some people that are good at lying.
There's some people will say no straight away.
Some people will say no, but there's some people that will lie. You know, like Farah said to me, you know, universe doesn't like lying.
Don't tell lies, cannot, because that comes back to you, doesn't it?
Exactly, because you know you're lying and you're building up lies.
Either. The other lady needs to learn as well, doesn't she? She needs to not do this to other people.
But there are some people that set in their ways that refuse, choose to remain fools.
But
do you know what I'm saying?
Can't affect you because you choose not to be affected.
That's what I've said. That's the decision again. Is about again, like I said, whatever you allow to come into your internal spirit. If you give that the permission to come into your internal spirit, what it does, it comes in, it takes over, it overwhelms you. And for a brief second, I invited it to come into my internal system, internal mindset. It consumed me, it troubled me, but I was wise enough to now know the level of my intake, to now challenge myself, to now step out. Like I said, step out of the box and do something where I wouldn't have done. Do you know what I'm saying?
So you did it politely.
I did it politely. I protected myself.
Whether she's upset or not, that's not really your issue.
Well, it's not my issue because you cannot please everyone.
No, you can't. And this is it. You cannot please everyone.
You cannot please everyone. Some people will like you. Some people will not like you. Some people will like you because they want something from you. I don't know whether this is the case here, but I'm not in her mind. I don't know what she's thinking. Do you know what I'm saying? She might just be using me for that brief moment, or she might not be using me for that brief moment. It didn't feel right to me. My soul was warning me. My soul was warning me. And I am glad I did what I did. I'm in a better position now to create, to prepare for, do my clients' orders. I've got this project out of the way now.
What have you got next this week?
This week I've got my clients' orders to do. I've got to work on some new collection for my exhibition next month. For Egypt.
What date do you go?
I go first week in December. So which is gonna be cool. It's gonna be nice. That's one thing I've always hoped and wished to go to Egypt.
And it's coming.
And it's coming. That's the thing. When you say something, when you want something,
which part?
Just say it. I don't even know. They're handling everything. Like all I need to do is just bring myself
and your pieces
and my pieces and present myself. They are handling everything down from the flight to
Zahara going?
No, Zahara is going to her dad's.
Okay.
And Gizmo is going to the kennel. Is it? I wish I can take everybody with me, including Gizmo. But
I want to come. How many days is it?
5 days.
Monday to Friday.
So I'm going on Wednesday and I'm coming back on Monday. It's gonna be nice. I'm looking forward to it. I feel like it's a good way of the universe kind of rewarding me on a nice break, because I've always wanted to go to Egypt. And I've vocalized it. It's one of my tick list, and it's something that I wanted to experience, and I'm glad that my work,
Your creation.
you know, there's this thing that your work will make a way for you. Guys, I cannot preach that enough. Your work will pave the way for you when you're respectful to what you do and you are not denying it. When you stay consistent and you're loyal to whatever you're doing, it will take you to the right places. It will put you amongst great people. Do you know what I'm saying? I never knew that me, Anita, doing what I do in my home studio is going to now put me in the midst of great men. And I mean, men is women also included. Do you know what I'm saying? I never knew that my work, that somebody will appreciate my work to now say, girl, we are going to fly you to this place. We are going to put you up. We even going to like arrange everything for you. All you need to do is tell us what you need and we'll provide it for you. Just bring yourself and your collection and voila. And I'm like,
That's so awesome.
and I'm like, God, you know, God is good.
Absolutely.
God is good. So,
But you have worked hard.
Oh my God, I
You
work hard.
deserve every single bit of it.
but for me, it doesn't feel like hard work because I enjoy what I do.
I know. That's
It doesn't feel like hard work
that is
at
the
all.
totally amazing part.
It
Because
doesn't.
when you find your passion, guys, I know
Yeah.
we've talked about this a lot because we both totally believe in that. You could do this 16 hours a day. It doesn't feel exhausting.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Doesn't feel. It
And-
feels exhausting. You would, as a body, you will feel tired because obviously you're working. But there's this satisfaction constantly with it.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Your passion fuels your spirit. So whatever you're doing, your passion is like a fuel. It's like an energy. Your passion is an energy that consumes you. It comes and consumes you, even though physically you might look tired, but internally you are strong.
Yeah.
Because you're not looking at the end result, you're just allowing the passion to flow. And when the passion flows, you produce beautifully. You are in a great place, you are in a happy place, and what happens when you're in a happy place? You produce happy results.
You flourish and you
You
blossom
flourish.
and you glow.
You flourish. You flourish.
And you, when the bad things come in you or the negative experiences come in your mind, you really can deal with them much
Yeah.
better. You deal
Yeah.
with them beautifully rather than dealing with it if you were in an unhappy place. Because
Yeah.
an unhappy person, you give them something which is not positive,
Yeah.
they'll make it double of
Yeah.
that, and you just get buried under the negative.
And also, don't expect that because you're in a happy place, you're not going to fight a lot of demons.
Course.
Know this.
You
The
just
more
have-
you have good things come your way, the more blessings come your way is when you're going to have demonic powers that are going to fight you, to distract you, to take away your focus from that end result. What you need to do is brave. It's like putting this armor and shield on. Equip yourself for the battle. Do you know what I'm saying? You need to, because in life, every day is a battlefield. You are constantly on a battlefield fighting. What you need to do is equip yourself with the right man's mindset. It doesn't mean that you have to have like the armor and shield, as in physical armor and shield. In this instance, what I'm talking about is developing a great mindset on how you're going to internalize certain things. If you know there are certain things that you're going through in life that's going to now stop you or distract you, or is going to hold you captive from moving forward, the shield and the armor you have is where you reprogram yourself on how to deal with things a lot better. So I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not perfect. Every day I fight demons. I mean demons. But what I've done is I've made a conscious decision not to allow the demons to overwhelm the great things that's happening in my life. So what I've done is, how I do that is I make those demons seem insignificant. As much as significant they are, I degrade them. Because when you now promote a certain element of your life that is trying to bring it, if you promote it, what happens is you've given it power. But if you demote it, demote it, you're giving it less power. At the end of the day, you are the powerful person here. You control what's in your mind. You don't let your circumstances control you. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's about
your
telling your
circumstance.
mind.
It's about telling your mind, how am I going to handle these things? If you allow such circumstances to come into your life to consume it, basically you built a home for it, and it's going to make a home. And what's going to happen is going to invite so many tenants, uninvited tenants into your life. And what happens? In tenants will be fear, it will be anxiety, it will be doubt, all kinds of things. They will come with their suitcase packed, and they will live in your home. It's like having unwanted tenants moving and you're not paying rent.
Actually, Afro used a good example as well. He was talking about having a bad experience like a rock.
Yeah.
And you carry in your backpack.
That's it. It's heavy.
And it's heavy. If you don't actually let go of that bad experience,
it's going to be following you everywhere.
If you don't learn from it and then almost like use it as a little badge next to you, your backpack is going to be very heavy with rocks after rocks of bad experience, because they are everywhere.
Yeah.
It's what you're going to do with that experience. And you get the rock out and you throw the rock out, isn't it?
See everything as an experience. Whatever you're going through, there's always a lesson in the experience.
Definitely.
When you're now seeing there's a lesson in each experience, you start seeing it in a different way. All of a sudden, it's not as powerful. The lesson learned is the life-changing lesson, but at the time, the incident itself, at the time it's happening, you have to now say to yourself, okay, everything has a decision, good and bad. You're always faced with two decisions, okay? You can either allow whatever you're going through to consume you and make you weak, yeah? Or you can accept what has happened and say, you know what, I have no control over it. It's already happened.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do with it from henceforth is up to me. I can allow it to take over me and make me weak and make me worthless, or I can take whatever is happening and turn it into a great thing and make myself more powerful than the circumstance itself. When you now change your mind and say in that way, you become much powerful.
Because once you've done this once, twice, 3 times, you create a little neuron, or you create a pathway in your mind. When you are then faced with that circumstances again, your mind already knows.
Yeah.
Wait, don't have a reaction. Wait 10 minutes, don't have a reaction, even though what you're seeing is not pleasant.
Yeah.
Once you've waited, you then evaluate that. Once you've evaluated it, you then make a conscious decision on what you want to do.
Yeah.
And that choice that you make is you.
Yeah.
You pick the A or you pick the B.
That's
not one else. And it's all of these people say, unfortunate that's happened to me.
Yeah.
Rubbish.
No. It's fortunate that it's happened to you.
You decide what you want to do,
that's
whatever happened.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
People always blame genetics, other people, parents.
I know there's certain things.
You've got to.
Yeah. There's certain things, obviously, like let's say if you have cancer or accident, yes. We're not excusing that, because obviously that is very traumatic. But again, you can take
majority of the things are as created by us.
Yeah, majority. So the things that obviously is man-made, or things that we've we can influence, or you've allowed or we've given permission to. Obviously, those are the things that we can change our mindset and know how to deal with it. Certain things like cancer, yes, is traumatic. We're not saying learn from it, because I totally sympathize with anybody going through something right now, such as an illness that they have no control over. But again, you have a way to now say to yourself, am I going to allow cancer to beat me, or am I going to beat cancer? Do you know what I'm saying? And it's just trying to find a way to now hold on to that element of hope and be strong in the whole process. And yes, cancer is a dreadful disease. It eats away your internal and physical being. But there's some people that say they are happy when they are happy in the cancer stages. You hear people say, okay, yes, I fight cancer. Cancer is not going to take me down. There's some amazing people who are dealing with that, fighting in the end, still strong with their health high. I say, cancer will not beat me. In the end, obviously, cancer defeated, but they didn't allow cancer to now take over their mindset and now made their whole experience a traumatic one. Do you know what I'm saying? Again, it's changing your mindset. If you want to be happy, you change your mindset. You need to change. You need to work on yourself. It's not something other people will do for you. It's not something therapy will do for you. Yes, therapy will assist you in getting better, but it's something that you have to work entirely by yourself. You have to lay yourself bare. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to be completely naked with yourself. Do not make excuses for anything. Remember, whatever you make excuses for, you get to keep. And when you keep it, you cannot force it out. So if you just choose to invite fear into your life, or invite doubt in your life, and on the uninvited tenants into your life, what happens? You've made a comfortable Airbnb for them. They will sit down there with their luggage packed, and they will be there forever. You'll be the one fighting to get them out. Have you ever had an unwanted visitor knock on your door and say, I'm coming to your house to stay for life?
No.
Exactly so, but why do we do that with ourselves? Why do we invite? Why do we accept fear? Why do we accept uninvited visitors into our internal system, and then we are there making excuses for them, and then they are getting comfortable in our excuses, and we're making excuses for them.
We live like that, don't we?
Exactly. So you can. Like I'm saying to people,
like lying. People lie once and it feels uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You lie twice and 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh, actually.
They get comfortable with it, and they continue lying.
Nothing happened previously.
Yeah.
God, no one punished me. Like God didn't punish me. So I'm just going to carry on.
Yeah, and they become used to it.
They're lying, but they don't have that happiness.
That's it.
Lying is never going to get you happiness.
That's it.
And justification of trying to justify things to yourself is never getting you happiness. Really is what you need to look deeper, and that's scary. And no, people are frightened to look deeper.
No, you have to look deep. In order to now rescue yourself, you have to look deep. Yes, the deep might be ugly. You know what I'm saying? It will be ugly. It will be shameful. It will be disgusting. But you know what? At the end of the day, as disgusting as it is, you are going to be clean and made whole. What happens with dirty laundry? When something is dirty, you put it in the laundry machine. And what happens? You wash it, it gets clean. It becomes brand new. That's what happens when you are now in the process of healing. You have to go into that dirty part of yourself, the uncomfortable part of yourself, and accept the truth as it is. And now make the decision. Do I want to get myself out of this, or do I want to bury myself in this? If you bury yourself in this, forever you're going to be miserable. Forever you're going to be unhappy. The people that invite into your space is going to forever be unhappy because you yourself is not happy. But if you choose to accept what I say to people sometimes, love the pain. Yes, people might think, why am I loving the pain? Love the pain. Embrace your shamefulness. We're not perfect. We're all work in progress. Embrace it. I've done some silly stuff that I've done in my life. Do you know what I'm saying? I've embraced those things. It's part of me. It's part of my existence. It's part of my next level of Anita. Do you know what I'm saying? Because without the things I've gone through in the past,
you've learned from it.
I've learned from it. That's the thing. You learn from everything. You cannot.
Yeah,
because if you're constantly shaming yourself for something, that means you haven't learned from it.
Do you know, this is a great thing what Anita just said. I've just thought of an example of it in my house. When I met Afro, I felt he was really selfish.
Yeah.
And he is. He's done everything for himself all his life. Since the age of 18, went to uni, got drunk, did stuff for himself, had a girlfriend. She did her own thing. He did his own thing. He didn't seem to do things for her. And I found that really difficult.
Yeah.
Like, if you love me, you should show
me,
love, you know.
Yeah.
And and I've said this to him in our conversation, in our deep, and he's really trying to get deep within himself. And you know what he does now? He does this rom word every morning, which is stretching. And then he's got a book where he repeats these mantras almost, and he says things like, please universe, help me to help Farah. I want to help her so she can shine brightly, and things like that. And then at the end he says, what can I do for you today?
Oh.
And you know what? I'm like that. I'm running out of stuff. I'm getting him to do all kinds of stuff. But he's like, what? And
where can I ask him to be himself?
What can I do today for you? And there's no expectation to me to do anything for him. Because he never asked. Because the idea is he's learning to be less selfless.
Yeah.
Because that's my requirement.
Yeah.
I feel, because I do lots of things for him without asking back. But I see from him is only one way.
Yeah.
And he now says that. And then sometimes I just say to him things like, sometimes I clean the kitchen. Often I say, clean the kitchen.
Yeah.
Could you put the mirrors up for the boys?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I've got a list here. But could you clean the front door, the guttering?
Take the bin out.
Take the bin out.
Massage your legs.
But sometimes I'm like, I would like you to do a bit more research on this because what you said yesterday upset me. So he will do things to do with the soul. It has to be a work.
Yeah.
But what a great thing to do. What can I do? But I don't think I can say that to anyone. What can I do for you to? What can I do for you?
Even what can I do? You say that to yourself.
I might say to Zayn and Rayhan, what can I do for you today?
Yeah.
Even
yourself.
You do a lot. You do breakfast. You do lunch. You do dinner.
No, but even yourself.
What can I do for myself?
You ask yourself, what can I do for myself to make me a better person today?
Yeah, I do. Because that's when I might listen to my books.
Yeah.
And I think, no, do half an hour of sitting here quietly and listen to them.
No, because people don't do that. Many people don't do that. Many people are seeking for acceptance by doing things for other people. But when you ask yourself, what can I do for myself today to be a better person and to be a better servant to people? I mean, to be a better servant as in being kind to people. Be loving towards people. Oh my God, it's counting down again.
Already?
It's counting down again. But you know what, guys?
Thinking outside the box was the topic.
Thinking outside the box was the topic. Again, like I said, work on yourself. and you'll be a better person. We love you guys. It's
Thank
6
you
minutes.
so
Thank you
much.
so much for joining us. We love you.
Goodbye from Soul Sisters.
So
catch you next
week, Friday. Bye. Bye.
What's
yeah, you. Oh my God, yeah, yours is still going. But like we said, obviously, like, let me share this. Okay, so ask yourself, what am I going to do for myself? Because when you are in a better state of mind, like again, it comes back to what we're talking about, thinking out the box. You have to think within the box, work within the box before you work outside the box. So work on yourself internally before you now
get to know yourself.
Get to know yourself before you now be a better servant to people.
It might be a little bit scary, but to be honest, at the end, you will like it. It really
it's worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's been amazing.
Goodbye from Soul Sisters.
Goodbye from Soul Sisters. Soul Sisters.
Oh, Afra said that we need to work on